There's a difference between asylum seekers, people escaping oppression, and military-age people coming here and signing up for the benefits.
Yeah.
There's a difference between families who are escaping places that are god-awful, coming here to America and going through the process of becoming a citizen. I'm okay with people coming here. Our country was always meant to be a melting pot of cultures. We're talking about people coming here who are real refugees, who are really being oppressed. These people are not being oppressed, bro. They are coming here for the free upgrade over their life wherever they're from. Those people should be in their countries, taking care of their business, not coming here on our dollars or our backs. This is insane, man. And this is totally planned out. We have to understand they do not want to stop this. They don't want to stop it. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society. And welcome to reality, guys. Today we have Andy and DJ Cruise the Internet. That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI means. It means cruise the internet. We put up topics on the screen. We speculate on what's true and what's not true. And then we talk about how we, the people, are the solution to the problems going on in the world. Other times you tune in, such as yesterday, you're going to see different sorts of episodes like Q&AF. And that's where you get to submit questions and we give you the answers. Now, you can submit your questions to be answered on the show a couple different ways. The first way is,
guys, email those questions in to askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or just go in the comments section on the Q&AF episodes and drop your question right in there, and we'll pick some from there as well. Don't forget to click subscribe either. Other times we have Real Talk. Real Talk is just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. And other times we have 75 Hard Verses. 75 Hard Verses is where people who have completed the 75 Hard program come on, talk about how their life was a shit show and how they unshit-showed it using the 75 Hard program. The 75 Hard program is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, which is available for free at episode 208. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these programs are the world's largest, most popular in history mental transformation programs. So if you're having problems getting yourself online with your confidence, your grit, your fortitude, your perseverance, your ability to endure, your discipline, these programs are designed to get that in line, and they do it very well. That is why they are so popular. Now, if you want to go read about these more in depth, I do have a book on my website, andyfrisella.com, called The Book on Mental Toughness. The book on mental toughness outlines the entire Live Hard program, plus 10 extra chapters on mental toughness, why it matters, some case studies on some famous individuals, forward by Tim Grover, and I think you guys will really like the book. It is constantly sold out. But if you want one, go on the internet, buy one, and we'll send you one as soon as we get some in. So anyway, we have this thing called the fee. The fee is very simple. You'll notice I don't run ads on the show. I never have. I don't stop the show to talk about products that I don't actually use. And I don't really answer well to other people. So I don't want to take money and then be beholden to these people. In exchange for that, I would just like that you share the show. I would like that you buy my shit. You know, like First Form here. The world's greatest energy drink ever. This one is Screaming Freedom.
It screams.
It screams. Hey, buy my shit, man. I do a lot of shit for free. I just ask that you support what I got going on, all right? Other than that, just help us share the show. If you think the show is valuable, if it makes you think, if it makes you laugh, if a message needs to be heard, please share it. We get censored, we get shadow banned, we get traffic throttled everywhere we post this show almost all the time. So I rely on you guys to get the word out. So if it's good, please share it. If it sucks, don't share it. But don't be one of these people that thinks it's good and then doesn't share it. That doesn't help the cause. It doesn't help what we're trying to do. All right? So don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right, buy my shit. Anyway, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just day one, 75 hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back on, feeling good?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when people are hearing this, will be day two. But yeah, I am. I feel pretty good, man.
Yeah, sound good, look good.
Yeah. Feeling all right.
All right, that's good, man. Yeah. That's good.
Finally.
Yeah. I mean, it was about 3 weeks.
It's bullshit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good to see, man. Good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I was looking through some of the stuff to bring up, man. I saw this. I was just like, man, this is where America needs to be. There's a lot of interesting stuff. You guys know we had the Grammys this past weekend. A lot of stuff happened there. But I found this gem, man. I just think this is awesome. This headline reads Tracy Chapman's Grammy moment of pure Americanism. Did you see this?
No.
You know this song, Fast Car?
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Uh-huh.
Amazing song. And so she did a duet with Luke Combs, and it's just awesome. This Brightboard article reads, using only her art, the legendary Tracy Chapman took to the Grammy stage Sunday night and made the most American of statements. The story behind Chapman's iconic Grammy-winning hit Fast Car dates back 36 years to 1988 when it was first released. She was only 23 then, but in the synthesized saxophone 80s, Fast Car was something all on its own. According to the legend, many years after it was first released in 1988, Fast Car was the first song 33-year-old country superstar Luke Combs fell in love with as a kid. Fast forward another dozen or so years, and Combs' cover turned Fast Car into a platinum-selling mega hit all over again. Chapman's timeless and poetic plea then went on to win the 2023 Country Music Award for Song of the Year, an award that went to Chapman. His respect for Chapman and her song is so complete that Combs didn't change a word, not even a lyric. Quote, and I work in a market as a checkout girl. He kept it in. Now, there's been drawing some hate, right? Combs doing this cover of Chapman's. And we're not going to focus on that, but just a couple of dumb shit, you know.
What could possibly be hated on? What is this, cultural appropriation?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and they're saying
these
that, like,
people are fucking relentless.
It's anything, man.
Dude, dude, are we not done with this yet?
We are.
As a society, can we be done with this shit? Like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're going to try, though. That's the thing. They're going to
have a white guy singing a song by a black woman. That's fucking okay, well, let's just hate each other's culture. Everybody, fuck you. We won't sing each other's shit. We won't buy your shit. We won't listen to your shit. And everybody suck a dick. How about that? Like, dude, this is ridiculous. These people are insane. They belong in mental institutions. For real.
That's what Brightboard says. I mean, it's not, the article continues, says, this is not a debate that takes place in a healthy society. The ignorance and blatant racism is beyond the beyond. What's especially galling is that those complaining are the ones pretending the success of Combs' cover song had nothing to do with the black queer woman. Believe me, I could go on, but I don't have to, because during Sunday's night, otherwise obnoxious, hateful, and puerile Grammy Awards, Tracy Chapman said everything that needed to be said. After being out of the spotlight for years, she returned for only a few minutes to respond to all of this ugliness in the most effective, gracious, and American way imaginable. Here's a clip. It's great.
Bro, that's fucking awesome.
It's great.
Bro, she looks great, too.
She looks, well,
what?
You know what they say?
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack,
That's
baby.
right.
That's
She does look great.
She looks amazing. She's 59, I think.
Bro, that's super cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was awesome, dude. Like I said, I mean, that's what we need right now. Yeah, she's 59 years old right now. It looks amazing.
We need to throw all these dumb fucks in the fucking wood chipper, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of their bullshit. Everything's racist. And it comes from white people. It comes from white people. It doesn't even come from black people.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah, bro, it's super racist. A white guy is honoring a black woman's song, and he does a great job and makes it go mega.
Doesn't change your lyrics.
He makes it go mega platinum,
Yeah.
and f***ing brings her back into relevancy because he hates black people.
Right.
Shut the f*** up.
Yeah. I just think it's
bro,
awesome.
Dude, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Luke Combs and Tracy.
You see,
man.
Taylor Swift had to be the only one standing.
I can't stand that.
Bro,
I'm so tired of her name being in headlines.
Look, dude, I've never had a strong opinion against Taylor Swift ever. I've always appreciated her work, appreciated what she's done. She's crushed it. Huh?
You a Swiftie?
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, that sounds kind of
No, dude, I can respect someone's. I don't know any of her songs.
So if I play one song, you ain't gonna start singing along.
What song do I know?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to
say. Do you know songs?
No, I don't.
Oh, bullshit.
No, I don't.
Okay, who's more likely to know a Taylor Swift song?
That's bullshit, man.
Who's more likely?
100% DJ.
Who's more likely, Keith?
DJ.
Joe, who's more likely? That's right.
Which Joe?
That's right. You don't have to say anything. Let's not talk shit. You talk shit around here, you get hit.
I don't like
her.
I don't like Taylor. I don't like Taylor.
Listen, I'm just saying you can't not respect what she's done in terms of her f***ing career. It's amazing.
Sure.
Okay. But it is getting a little bit overboard with like the amount of attention. Like you've heard this thing about her being a psyop.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to watch how much press she gets.
Over
how
nothing.
Huh?
Over nothing.
Oh, just over having a boyfriend that plays for the Chiefs, okay, who happens to be sponsored by Pfizer, all right, and makes more money from Pfizer than he does from his playing contract, allegedly. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't.
Yeah.
But I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard knowing how corrupt the media is and how much attention they're putting on her to not believe that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it feels like how they did with The Rock in 2020.
Very like
Well, how they make him they make him into a superstar
yeah.
at an extraordinary level of coverage, and then they have him endorse whoever, right? It seems that is the play that potentially could roll out.
Yeah, very inorganic.
I would be surprised if Taylor Swift doesn't at some point in time make some like big statement saying that she endorses Joe Biden or whoever's running on the Democrat ticket.
Corn pop.
Yeah. And it's interesting because if you go back in time and watch some of her videos where she talks about how her masters were bought by a company that was affiliated with George Soros. Did you ever see that video? Yeah. So, and she seemed to be upset about it. So dude, I'm just saying the amount of screen time alone is starting to become suspicious because it's just like Taylor Swift overload, dude. And
it
like
could be anything, bro.
I know she's like one of the probably top 5 most famous people on the planet. I mean, I understand she gets a lot of attention, but like it's like 5 times more than normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just unnecessary.
It doesn't feel right.
It could be like a new donut shop.
Yeah,
that
and
opens.
maybe
Taylor Swift.
Maybe it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's coincidence. I don't know. Maybe it's just nonsense. Who knows? But I know this. I wouldn't be surprised if some sort of big ordeal comes out towards the election that tries to get her voter base to like go vote for the Democrats.
Yeah. Which will probably ruin their career. Because nobody's going to do that, bro.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think they've identified her as the leading influence for Gen Z.
Yeah.
Especially Gen Z girls. And I think I think that's accurate. I think she is the leading influence for Gen Z girls. And I think this is influencer marketing. Like if you want to reach this certain demographic, you're going to go after and make this certain person say your message. And who knows how they do that. But I'm just saying, would you be surprised?
No.
Does it feel weird the amount of attention she's getting?
It's feeling like it's coming.
Yeah. And like, I've never disliked Taylor Swift. I don't even dislike her now. Like I really don't. It's just odd.
Yeah.
It's noticeable. So
yeah,
I don't know.
We'll see, man. Guys, tell us what you guys think down in the comments. Let us know. But let's get into our cruise.
I think it's odd that she's getting all this attention and then the dude she's dating is repping the vaccine.
Yeah.
That's odd, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's going to propose to her on a 50-yard line at the Super Bowl game.
I don't know. Bro, listen, I think we should get rid of the internet.
Watch.
I think the internet is bad.
Yeah.
For everybody. I read this stat over the weekend that 50% of internet traffic is bots.
What?
Yeah. 50%.
What does that mean, though? Like,
that means that 50% of the accounts on social media, 50%,
all platforms,
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was talking about TikTok. But YouTube, it was Google and Meta. 50%, according to this report that I can't now, I don't remember where I read. I read a lot of shit. But 50% bots.
That's wild.
Yeah. So dude, think about that in terms of like what the what was that thing? The Twitter files when it came out and showed that Twitter had its own bot network that it used to prop up certain people, celebrities, messaging, and then censored the other side. bro, think about that in terms of what the social narrative really is. These social media companies are not just, this isn't just social media between us, the people. This is narrative crafting using fake accounts and fake traffic to make people believe that people are in a certain place when they are not in a certain place.
I got it here. Yeah, it was a study done by Barracuda. Barracuda report reveals 50% of all internet traffic is bot-driven, with about 30% being bad bots, which would be, driving the narratives, the negative, the propaganda stuff.
So 30% of the internet traffic is intentional bot traffic to prop up a narrative or suppress a narrative. Think about that. Like, think about that, what that means. Because, dude, most people are not the kind of people that can just stand on their own ideas, right?
No.
There's a reason that the biggest way to attract a crowd is with a crowd, because people join the crowd. This is why mob mentality is mob mentality. When people see that social proof that a certain amount of people believe X, then they just adopt X as a thing they believe. And dude, I believe we're living through one of the craziest, fakest bullshit times in human history where people are completely manipulated and society is completely manipulated. Like,
and they're saying this is down, bro. Like, they're saying it's down from, like, in 2021, it reached up to almost 40%.
Yeah, well, that's because Twitter got taken over and they washed all that shit out.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, dude, like, really think about this. How easy would it be to get people to believe certain things were true and certain things were not true if you were able to digitally look at them and say, look at this, everybody believes this, you're the only one that doesn't believe it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. They're with our hierarchy of needs.
Bro.
A sense of belonging, it's like an innate human
They're
thing.
creating false perceptions so that people join in shit that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it makes no sense. Like, 0 cents. 0 cents. If you said this 15 years ago, that you were going to give a child puberty blockers, people would put you in jail 15 years ago. Now, because they've used this technology to believe so many people are okay with it, there are people actually doing this to their kids. That's insane, man.
They ain't getting punished for that.
Like, let's back up here. Let's just back up. We're not in 2024. We're now in 2005. Okay? And let's think about what the response would have been to grown men shaking their dicks at little kids' schools dressed up as women. Let's think what the response would have been of grown men competing in women's sports. Let's think what the response would have been to Leah Thomas winning an NCAA championship in 2005. There would have been just like unbelievable amounts of backlash. Okay? How did we get here? Well, we got here because over the course of the last 15 years, they have manipulated us via this fake bot traffic and social media to move people from common sense to insanity. It is insane to allow a minor to somehow inject hormones in their body that are not consistent with their actual sex. That is insane. Do you know what that does to someone's brain? Do you know what it does to a man's brain to just inject massive amounts of estrogen in their body? It makes them insane. Okay, and vice versa. Like, this is insane shit. Like, I cannot be the only person that is still set in reality. Yeah. This is insane. Like, say it out loud what these people are doing. These people are having their children mutilate their bodies that irreparably, like children, people under the age of 18 are doing this. This is insane, man. And like, dude, if you don't speak out against it, you know, all those people that say like, oh, dude, I would have stood up for the Jews in World War II. No, you wouldn't. You're a coward. For real. This is one of those situations where the right thing is very clearly the right thing, and people are ignoring it because they don't want to face the social backlash of their manipulated, absurd friends. It's absurd. Yeah. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to back off of that.
No.
These are children, dude. These are kids. They're not full-grown adults. Do you let a kid get a tattoo?
Nope.
Do you let a kid drink? Do you let a kid join the military? Do you let a kid do any of the shit? Like, you see what I'm saying?
We have normal parameters in society.
But we can elect to allow them to make literal decisions about their development as a human being when they're 8 years old with puberty blockers, bro, that's f***ing insane. Those parents are f***ing insane. That is child abuse. That is, and if you don't speak out against it, bro, you think you would have stood up for the right thing in all these situations through history? No, you wouldn't. You would have shut the f*** up. You're a coward. Because we all know deep down inside it's wrong. All of us, we all know it. And we're saying nothing. Some people are saying stuff, but not enough.
Yeah. It's real shit, man. Guys, let's get into our headlines. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links.
I had to get refreshed after that monologue.
Listen, I don't blame you.
That artful vocabulary that I just laid out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You switched up on the waters there too.
And I had to get one of these amazing First Form Screaming Freedom.
Look at the hand.
Energy drinks.
It's all about the hand placement.
That's right. I need you to add a little ding in here, okay? Like ding right here.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it this time. Buy my shit. All right. On with the show. And that wasn't an ad, by the way. I didn't even get paid for it.
Yeah, didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, I should make those motherfuckers pay me. Anyway.
Guys, let's get into it. We got headline number 1.
Oh, yeah, we did get some new waters.
Yeah, you do got new ones.
We do. We got a Royale AF water.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it's Real AF, but it's Royale AF because I got tired of the peasant water.
Yeah.
So we had to spice it up. Luxury Real AF H2O. Ingredients, water, distributed by Real AF. Warning, drinking might make you a common sense realist.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I just got
Can't get this shit, motherfuckers.
I got Real AF with Andy Frisella sweat.
Yeah.
As included in
good,
for
isn't it?
electrolytes.
Good stuff.
A little salty.
Yeah. But you feel stronger and sexier. You know?
It smells like
musk.
No. It's like, what's it? Like hot dog water?
Hot dog water?
Yeah, hot dog water.
It smells like unseasoned chicken.
Can't get enough of it though, man. It's good stuff. Guys, let's get into headline number 1. This is a big conversation that's happening. Bringing up a lot of discussion around the interwebs. Headline number 1 reads, Republicans at war over $118 billion border bill. Mitch McConnell faces fury over new law that would shut down border if crossings reach 5,000 a day and ends catch and release as GOP colleagues say it's even worse than expected. Why? Real quick, I don't know why they have so long headlines. Like, it's such a long headline. Is that like a British thing?
I don't know.
Oh.
But
Man.
Yeah.
But let's dive into this. So House Speaker Mike Johnson has joined other Republicans who have already deemed the bipartisan Senate border deal dead on arrival and dubbed the proposal, quote, worse than expected. 3 chief negotiators for the border security package, Senator James Lankford, Kristen Sinema, and Chris Murphy, unveiled the text of the sprawling deal on Sunday. But Republican infighting is likely to tank the compromise as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer plans to bring the first procedural vote to the floor on Wednesday. Knives are out for Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who is facing much of the fury from Republicans opposing the bill after he insisted last year that border policy changes be included in the funding package for embattled countries. Senator Mike Lee out of Utah said the Republican Party, quote, needs new leadership now. Quote, this feels like an elaborate practical joke, but it's not funny, not one bit. Lee posted to X, formerly Twitter. I cannot understand how any Republican would think this was a good idea or anything other than an unmitigated disaster. Now, what's the real issue inside this bill? Like I said, we covered this last week. And here are the numbers. It's this $118 billion deal backed by the White House includes $14 billion in aid to Israel, $60 billion to Ukraine, and also $20 billion for securing the southern border amid a massive increase in illegal migration. It also includes billions for critical partnerships in the Indo-Pacific, including Taiwan. Saying to Twitter, he said, quote, any Republican voting for the Senate America last open border amnesty bill must be paid off by foreign interest and is acting as a foreign agent, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene posted to X. What an embarrassment. Shame on them. Former Freedom Caucus Chairman Scott Perry called the deal a dumpster fire. And you got Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio posted, quote, the House is impeaching Mayorkas next week while the Senate will be voting to give him massive discretion to not enforce the border. Why would any Republican vote for this? So the bill would mandate that the border. Yeah. Very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear, because that shit's coming right back to him. The bill would mandate the border be shut down if there are 5,000 encounters over the course of a week or 8,500 migrants encountered in a single day. But many Republicans don't think this goes far enough. And House Republican leadership made it clear over the weekend that the package doesn't have backing in the lower chamber. Now, that's the one thing that's going on. But what about the migrants that are already here? What bills are being passed about them? Did you see this? New York City launches $53 million program to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrant families. Taxpayer dollars going to people who are not tax-paying citizens. We're not citizens at all. Right here in New York. Andy, what do we got on all of this? So there's a lot. I feel like, because here's something, like there's a lot of legislation that's about to get passed through or talked about, and we got a really important one coming up in the next headline. But a lot of this stuff is happening, and you got people like Adams who, say, oh, no, we don't want them, we want to send them away, and now you're doing stuff like this. So it's just like, you got $9,000 being handed out in Chicago for illegal immigrants.
$9,000.
$9,000 per migrant.
That's insane. Let's work back from this. Okay, go back to the first little slide where it talks about. Let's see. All right, $118 billion deal backed by the White House. That's your money, by the way, our money. Okay, yours and mine. $14 billion to Israel. Israel's one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Okay,
per GDP, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah. But we're going to send $14 billion to them. For what reason? I don't know, other than a whole bunch of our government is dual citizens with Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why. All right, let's be real clear. I don't give a what you say about it. We shouldn't have anybody in the government who's dual citizen with any country, not Israel, not Germany, not Italy, not anyone. Okay?
Somalia, nobody.
Nobody. It's bullshit. All right? That needs to be fixed. Those people need to be get out. They need to be taken out of the government. So $14 billion in aid to a country that doesn't need it. Okay, that constantly gets us wrapped up in shit. All right, $60 billion in Ukraine to Ukraine. $60 billion of our money to Ukraine for what? They've already lost. Their men are dead. They have killed tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of men there. They're gone. There's no winning that war. It's impossible to win. And that's, I think, what we're going to find out, because Tucker Carlson was apparently just interviewing Putin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to find out what Putin has to say. And just like I've told you for years, they don't show his shit here in the United States. What harm if Putin was the person they say he is? Wouldn't it just reinforce the fact that he's a maniac tyrant if they just let his messages be played here? Why do they censor it so much if that's what he actually is? Okay, so we're going to find out what Putin has to say, apparently, and I bet they're going to try to delete that shit off the internet as much as possible,
guaranteed,
including kicking Tucker off the internet. So we'll see what it has to say. Then we have $60 billion going over there, and then they're going to take $20 billion and secure the border. So our money, only $20 billion of the $118 billion actually goes towards the problem that the bill is intended to solve. Do you get what's going on yet? Do you understand? They are stealing this money from us right in front of our faces and do not give a shit. Okay, now let's think about this. They're saying, skip to the next slide. They're saying, next one. The bill would mandate that the border be shut if there are 5,000 encounters over the course of a week or 8,500 migrants encountered in a single day. How about zero? How about zero motherfuckers allowed over here that aren't supposed to be here? How about that? How about we allow zero migrants through the border of the United States of America for any reason, shape, form, for anything? How about that?
That's the law.
How about we take $118 billion and put it all on the border and fix this problem so that we have zero. And the reason that they're wanting to allow 5,000 or 8,500 a day is because they're trying to naturalize those people into American citizenship, and they understand that common sense Americans, pure nationalist Americans, nationalist is not a bad word, by the way, people who believe in America and are patriots of America, want America to belong to Americans. There is nothing wrong with that, okay? These people want to change that, and they want to change the actual cultural identity of this country to their liking so that these people will vote for them. And because we don't want those people here, those migrants want to be here. So which way are they going to vote? So they bring them in, they give them amnesty, they allow them to vote, and it changes the entire demographic. That's clearly what they're doing. Elon had a tweet about this over the weekend. We've been talking about this, the replacement theory, for years, and we got called racist and bigots and liars and misinformation. And the truth is, that's exactly what's going on. And the people calling us those names, they want the Democrats to have permanent power too, which is why they try to call you those names when you point this out. So it's clearly what's happening. So there's a number of problems here. None of that money should go to Israel, not a single dollar. None of it should go to Ukraine, not a single dollar. All of it should be put on the border, and not a single motherfucker should be allowed across that border ever again. And on top of that, we should figure out how to get rid of all the people. How are we going to get rid of 10 to 20 million people? Because it depends on who you ask, bro. If you ask Tucker Carlson, they say 22 million people are here.
Mm-hmm.
Other people, the actual media number is 10. Now, has the media given us any accurate numbers over the last number of years?
No.
Okay, so let's say there's 22 million people that are here, that have come here in the last 3 or 4 years that are not supposed to be here. How would we even logistically deport them? How would you do it?
Yeah.
How would you do it? The police can't do it. There's not enough of them.
No, military can't do it.
No, the citizens would have to get involved in doing it, bro. For real. And that's where we get into the conversation of an actual conflict on our soil.
Yeah.
This is a problem, dude. And did you see the video of them beating up that cop in New York?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see
how they got off scot-free, basically?
Did you see him walking out of court, bro?
Yeah,
walking out of jail, flicking
yeah.
off the cameras and shit? These people, bro. There's a difference between asylum seekers, people escaping oppression, and military-age people coming here and signing up for the benefits.
Yeah.
There's a difference between families who are escaping places that are god-awful, coming here to America and going through the process of becoming a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Like our Bosnian community here.
Yep.
We have the biggest Bosnian community in the United States here in St. Louis. Those people came here the right way to escape what was happening in their country, was literal genocide.
Well, that's the thing, man. And people got to take this back. If we go back to 2020, right? And when they started this whole defund the police, that was the whole point. The whole point for all of this, the George Shore prosecutors, was to prepare Americans for this time right now. Because the shit that these illegal invaders are doing, that is the norm in their countries. That is how they operate. It's not a problem to beat and kick cops when they're down. That's normal. What they have been doing has been desensitizing Americans to prepare themselves for this type of crime and day-to-day life where this stuff is deemed normal here. They've been preparing us for that. That's what all that stuff was about. Releasing the criminals, not prosecuting them.
Making laws in New York where if you discharge your weapon, you could be personally liable and go to jail. You know why those cops didn't shoot those motherfuckers? Because if they shot those motherfuckers, they'd be just like Daniel Penny right now.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be charged and they'd be in jail.
Yeah.
And then you got Eric Adams at the police station today saying, we're going out. Anybody he's dressed in a police uniform. Did you see it?
With a $700 scarf.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's dressed in a police body armor
Mm-hmm.
that says police. Eric Adams, who hates the police, shows up there. Dude, they hate you, bro. Like, you're making these New York police officers incapable of doing their job. You're ruining their careers. You're ruining their lives' work. And you have the nerve to show up at the police station and put on some body armor for some PR stunt and says police on it, bro, and then say, let's go get these people. Dude, they can't do their jobs because of the stuff that you pass, that you champion. All right? But my point, what I was saying before is, I'm okay with people coming here. Our country was always meant to be a melting pot of cultures. All right? But we're talking about people coming here who are real refugees, who are really being oppressed. These people are not being oppressed, bro. They are coming here for the free upgrade over their life wherever the they're from. Those people should be in their countries, taking care of their business, handling what's going on in their countries to make their situation better. Not coming here on our dollars or our backs and somehow, causing this shit. This is insane, man. And this is totally planned out. They don't want to stop. Like, we have to understand, they do not want to stop this. They don't want to stop it.
Yeah.
Dude, I just wonder how the average American feels about their money just getting stretched so thin to where they can't make ends meet, and then to watch their tax dollars just float away into thin air to Israel and Ukraine over and over and over again.
Effortlessly.
And you guys are sitting here dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Why are we not all in this? Why is not everybody engaged in this? Why is not everybody speaking up and standing up and calling this what it is?
Yeah. No, guys, jump down in the
comments.
comments.
Have we stopped it? Have we stopped this shit 2, 3, 4 years ago? We wouldn't even be here.
No.
You guys wouldn't listen, though. Nobody would listen. I was just some crazy, unhinged conspiracy theorist, and now here we are. And I'm going to tell you this. The same crazy, unhinged conspiracy theorist that told you everything that's going to happen the last 4 years is telling you we're going to sink the ship if y'all don't get involved.
Guys, jump down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's head over to them. Let's go cruise them. We got to cruise the comments. This comment comes from @Joshua Leadon 4228. He says, a live pack podcast would be awesome. Do a tour of the U.S. throughout this year, state by state. It's one thing to watch this online and share the show, but to actually sit down and talk in person, maybe even a Q&A at the end of the show, would unite the people and be a totally different experience.
Well, Josh, you might be your own little Nostradamus there. We might have a little announcement for you guys coming up soon.
Little Josh Adamus.
Yeah, Josh Adamus. Yeah, and I agree, man. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So that we might be working on something like that.
Maybe.
Definitely not an ad though.
Not an ad though.
Yeah.
Not an ad. Guys, we appreciate you guys commenting, liking, and subscribing. Make sure you guys are hitting that bell icon on YouTube so you get notified when the newest show comes out. So with that being said, let's get back into the cruise. Headline number 2. Now this is probably the biggest topic of the day. It's starting to really, really make some traction. And I want to break it down. I want to talk about it. Let's dive into it. It's not necessarily a headline, but if you guys go to congress.gov and you guys can search this for yourselves, okay? It's going to be S.3589, Preventing Private Paramilitary Activity Act of 2024. Now, this is a bill that just got introduced to the Senate on January 16th of this year. And it is sponsored by Senator Ed Markey, this guy, who is a senator from Massachusetts.
Looks like a corpse.
And some of the big things that we've gotten from Ed Markey, you guys probably haven't heard his name before or seen him much less than that. But there's a few things we can think. He's been a very big advocate of taking down big oil, Green New Deal, a huge advocate of trans rights, trans health equity, Twitter Spaces he's done, and a very big advocate for protecting refugee rights.
So basically all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This guy's been one of the, you got the guys that are on the stage, and you got the guys behind the stage. This is one of these guys. He's also responsible for pushing in a bill called the Grace Act, that would set an annual refugee admission amount at $125,000 at minimum. And then some awesome things. So he comes out, he introduces
xenophobic you, man. I'm so tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Xenophobic because we don't want criminals coming over here and raping our women and beating the shit out of our cops and getting off with no bail.
Mm-hmm.
If that's xenophobia, then I'm xenophobic.
Same.
Holy shit.
Yep. We got identities now.
Yeah. Well, all the other phobias that we are and the we are. Let's just add that one in there now.
I'm a transphobe because I don't like dicks.
You're transphobe because you don't want a trans woman.
No, I'm just not gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got him to think. So let's dive into this, man, because this is actually, I saw this and it really scared me. Because there's a lot of like the language that is in this bill that's being proposed. Now, mind you, this is not an official bill. It's not official law. You guys can see the little tracker there. It says introduced, but it is out there. And it's, so let's dive to it. So Bill S.3589, and this is what's called a single
written
bill.
by a mentally ill whack job, Senator Markey.
Yeah, I mean, but whack job or not, the implications of this are real. So let's dive to it. It always starts off with some definitions, some cool things there. And it defines a private paramilitary organization. It says the term private paramilitary organization means any group of 3 or more persons associating under a command structure for the purpose of functioning in public or training to function in public as a combat support, law enforcement, or security services unit.
Okay, well we'll just make a bunch of groups
of two. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, so unauthorized private paramilitary activity.
I love how these people think that you're going to legislate us into like
compliance.
You're insane, bro. Like we're way past the point of taking this shit.
Oh, well, I mean, dude, like that's the thing. The language of this bill, it eliminates companies like PDG. Any private.
It eliminates local jiu-jitsu classes.
Exactly. But yeah, so it should be unlawful to knowingly in a circumstance described in subsection B while acting as part of or on behalf of a private paramilitary organization and armed with a firearm, explosive, or incendiary device or other dangerous weapons to publicly patrol, drill, or engage in techniques capable of causing bodily injury or death. It's illegal to interfere with, interrupt, or attempt to interfere with or interrupt government operations or government proceeding. Interfere with or intimidate another person in that person's exercise of any right under the Constitution of the United States.
You mean like you're doing with this bill on the Second Amendment?
With this bill? Yeah.
You mean like exactly what you're doing here?
Right. Anybody that challenges that.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Bro, this government, they are way out of line, bro.
Way out of line, man. They're way out of line. Like that's the thing. Like, point number 2, interfere with, interrupt, government operations or a government proceeding. It's in our Constitution to do it. It's in the Constitution.
Bro, these people are f***ing insane.
Yeah, man. Now let's look at the penalties here. Let's look at the penalties. Like what happens if somebody does this, right? If this bill becomes law, what's the penalty? Any person who violates subsection A shall be fined under this title, imprisoned for not more than a year or both, except that in the case of a violation that does not result in bodily injury and is committed by a person who has not, prior to the commission of the violation, been convicted of violating a federal or state law, the person may be sentenced to probation. Now, in the case that the violation that occurs after a prior conviction under this section has become final, the person shall be fined under this title, imprisoned for not more than 2 years. Now, in the case that the violation results in damage to property, the person under this title, imprisoned for not more than 2 years or both. And in the case of a violation that results in bodily injury, the person shall be fined under this title, imprisoned for not more than 5 years or both, or death. The person shall be fined under this title, imprisoned for any terms of years or for life. So, some heavy penalties there. And the craziest thing is that not only if you get convicted of any of these, whether you kill somebody or just damage the property, you lose all of yours. That's under the forfeiture clause. Any person that violates subsection A, you'll be forfeiting all of your property, any property, personal or real, involved in, used, or intended to be used in any manner. That all goes to Uncle Sam.
So if you get caught doing this, they could take all of your personal property.
Right. All of it. Your house, your cars.
Isn't this the reason? This is the exact reason that we founded this country was because of people like this.
100%, bro.
Look at this f***ing corpse. Look at this guy. He's a f***ing week away from being dead.
Yeah.
He's probably 200 years old too because he's sucking kids' dicks and shit. Douchebag. Look at this guy. Look at this f***ing guy, bro. Look at this guy.
He's protecting the crown, man.
Bro, these people are way out of control, dude. People better wake up, man.
I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, like all of our guys that we know, like
people better wake the up to what's going on.
Greg Anderson, they've all been like, I mean, dude, listen, it's just introduced, but why would they be putting something like this out, Andy? Like, what would be
Well,
the
there's
point
two
of putting this
reasons.
out?
One, they either intend to follow through, or two, they intend to instigate people into like legit violence because this will cause it.
This will cause it, man.
Yeah. Pass this law and see what happens, bro. Because no local police going to enforce this. The police will get fucking shot in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Not a good look, man.
Nobody's going to do that. The police don't even believe that. Dude, look, man.
Yeah.
The bottom line is this. The armed forces and the military have to draw a line in the sand. Our government is completely fucking corrupt. We need resistance from the people who have taken an oath to protect the people of this country to start resisting what's going on with these crazy old f***s. We're clearly in the midst of a communist revolution. It's impossible to deny at this point in time. All right. Every single action that these people have been taking for the last 4 years, has been to destabilize the United States. All right. We go through the list of shit, the ridiculous allowing of crime in all the cities. Okay. The release of these criminals during COVID, the migration crisis, the devaluation of the dollar through inflation, the depleting of our strategic oil supply, Ukraine war, the Israel conflict, like everything we're doing is designed, the woke shit, to like the social narratives that are being created based around making people weak and dependent and stupid and now helpless. Okay, against everything they do is against our interests as citizens. At some point in time, the people who have taken an oath to stand for the protection of the citizens of this country need to start fulfilling that oath. And that goes for the police, that goes for the military, that goes for the 3-letter agencies, the ones that aren't in on it. Like, this is a huge problem, and these people are criminals, dude. These are the exact people that were talked about in the Declaration of Independence, in our Constitution. These are the exact people that we were warned about. These are them. And we are the people that are tasked to fix what's going on. At some point in time, we're going to have to accept reality. That's the truth. Now, what do we do about it? I'm not sure, because the people who are supposed to be the fail-safe don't seem to be fail-safing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know it's bad when you have members of our government trying to introduce bills with this type of language.
It's insane. Bro, it's insane.
Like, how far is too far? How tyrant is too tyrant?
Dude, this is the most tyrant shit that I've seen out of all the shit that we've seen. That old bag of shit that we call our standing in front of a red wall, that's nothing in the terms of tyrant compared to what this is. Who the gives these people the right to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it's insane, man. They're trying to remove the resistance, the people who would actually stand up to them. They can't outlaw the guns, so they'll just make organizing with your friends with guns illegal. It's insane, bro. People don't understand what's going on. You know what bothers me the most, brother? Is people who think this is just normal ebbs and flows of politics. Like this is just normal. No, it's not normal. There's nothing normal about this. The man who's supposed to be the commander-in-chief of our country has taken money from other governments, is making decisions based upon their interests, not ours. A whole bunch of our people in government are dual citizens with other countries and are making decisions in their interests and not ours. We have Ilhan Omar, who is legitimate on TV, saying that her interests lie with Somalia, not the United States, and as an Arab before anything else. She doesn't even mention being an American or representing America. These people should not be allowed in our government at all. No. You should have to be a dedicated American citizen to serve in our government. Like 100%. None of this dual shit. None of you were imported from somewhere else. That's bullshit. Oh, that makes you a bigot. Whatever the it makes me, that's what I am. I don't give a shit.
No, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think on this.
Disgusting old bag of shit.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep.
Look at him, dude. This dude looks like a. I've seen people in a casket that look better than this guy.
He looks like a Rothschild.
He does look like one of them guys.
like a Carnegie. You know what I'm saying? Like he
He's
looks
got
like
that look to him.
he's got that look, man. Fuck.
This is what I'm saying, dude. These are the people. Look at this guy. Like, look at his face. This is the person, and these are the people making our lives hard. Think about that. Think about your old grandpa at Christmas that is 3/4 of the way cuckoo. These are the people making our lives incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that. All these young, healthy men, all these patriotic men, all these able-bodied men all over the country, we're subservient to these pieces of shit? No way, dude. No way. Their time needs to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, let's get to our third and final headline number 3. We got a little hero trophy we got to give out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Headline number 3. Headline number 3 reads, officials, Texan posed as minor to lure sex offender before fatally shooting him.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, listen.
Some good news.
It's great. You don't see nothing good on the news no more.
Yeah.
Bro,
I saw a video online. I follow a couple dudes that do this stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of their account right now. But, dude, I saw.
Jay.
Who was that their name?
Yeah.
Anyway, bro, they like go get these dudes. And then one time they went and one of them got shot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, by one of these guys.
Yeah, there's another one like they go around beating these dudes' ass.
Yeah, I love it, dude. It's probably it's like one of my favorite accounts.
For sure.
But like there's this account who they literally go around and they bait these dudes into like agreeing to have sex with like little boys and little girls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, every time they it's like it really opens your eyes. First of all the people that do this shit are like the same. They're like the same kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
They all look the same. They all kind of look exactly. And what's crazy, what it really does, dude, is it opens your eyes to how common this shit is. Like how rampant
how prevalent it is, dude.
bro. And it's interesting. You know, I was thinking about this. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but did you see the Taylor Swift AI thing?
Yeah.
Where there was like a bunch of nudes AI or something, right? Bro, and that became a massive story, okay? And it got me thinking, like, are they pushing that story? Now, this might be a little tinfoil, but dude, I don't know, man. These people, you know, I thought this through a little bit. If you knew that there was all kinds of evidence of you and your friends doing up shit with children that was going to come out, wouldn't it make sense to put out a story with the world's biggest celebrity with fake nudes and fake voices and things like this, so that when the evidence actually came to the surface, you could say, well, dude, that's just AI.
Yeah.
That's fake. That's not real. I didn't see anybody say that. And like, that's my first thought when it came out with that story is like, dude, these people this is why they're hiding all this Epstein shit. Notice they haven't said shit about the Epstein shit since the beginning of January.
No.
And they're all implicated potentially. All right. And if they're all implicated, if they're all allegedly implicated, wouldn't it make sense for them to push this story and then try so that they have like something to say whenever the stuff actually comes out?
Yeah. I just wonder how that's going to work though, man, because like, I mean, isn't there like a screener or something that like shows if a picture's AI or not?
Bro,
like a checker?
Bro, but they can do anything now. Like the voices they're almost exact. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my buddies, Rob Bailey, made a AI voice of it and he was just doing it to prove a point. And I saw it. He took it down, but I saw it and it sounded exact. And I know Rob and Dana in person very well. We've been friends for a long time. Mm-hmm. But we saw it and it sounded exactly like her, dude. Mm-hmm. Like if you know Dana, like it sounded exactly like her. And so they can use this technology to make someone look any way they want and sound any way they want. Think about that.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, how do we know now? How do we know now what's true and what's not true? How do we know if pictures come out of someone doing up shit like the Hunter Biden pictures that are floating around the internet? How do we know? How do we know?
Yeah, what's real and what's not.
See what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it seems like they're really pushing on this stuff to get it known and not doing anything about it so that there's some sort of defense mechanism where they can say, oh, that's fake. That's AI. You know, when it comes out.
Yeah.
Because, dude, what they've been trying to do, I don't think anybody can argue, is they've been trying to normalize it. And normalizing it isn't working. People are not buying that. No one in this country of common sense is going to eventually buy into the idea that what they got over there in Europe, where they're trying to argue for children's rights to decide to have consensual sex with adults. Okay, we have members of Spain's government arguing in public for children to be able to choose that they can consent to have sex with an older adult person.
Yeah.
Okay, and that shit that's not being culturally accepted. So if that's not going to be culturally accepted here, what's the next phase that they can move into? Oh, they can move into saying, oh, it's AI. It's just fake. That's not my text. That's not my picture. That's not my voice. It's bullshit. And we have no way of really knowing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Anyway, please continue because I feel like I'm going to be happy with this story.
This is cool, man. So a man is accused of killing a convicted sex offender in Houston, Texas, after he allegedly posed as a minor to lure the victim. Court documents say officials have charged 22-year-old James Lewis Spencer with murder after the incident that occurred on May 29th, 2023. KHOU reported Friday. In an update Thursday, the Houston Police Department identified the victim as 37-year-old Sean Connery Showers. An image of the suspect in the case is this young man here.
He's the killer?
Yeah.
Okay.
After Spencer's arrest on Wednesday, a Harris County judge set his bond at $250,000. The KHOU report continued, quote, according to court records, Spencer told a witness he knew how to track sex offenders via an app on his phone and that he wanted to rob and hurt them. He later reportedly told that witness that if the police weren't going to do anything, he'd take matters into his own hands. During Thursday's probable cause court hearing, the judge said that cell phone records showed that Spencer and the victim had been in contact. Court records indicate Spencer posed as a minor and discussed the victim's sexual history with minors before agreeing to meet up with him. Now, according to police, someone reported an unresponsive man lying in a ditch at 900 Northwood Street. The man, who was later identified as Showers, was pronounced dead after suffering several gunshot wounds. Quote, an initial investigation determined Showers was walking along the roadway when a vehicle of unknown make and model approached him. Someone inside the vehicle then shot Showers. At that time, there was no known suspect description, the agency said. Quote, further investigation identified Spencer as the suspect in the case. Now, bond conditions for the suspect include 24-hour house arrest, a GPS monitor, and he is forbidden to access firearms, ammunitions, or weapons, the KHOU article noted. In March, a Minnesota man was accused of fatally beating an elderly sex offender to death with a shovel and moose antler, according to Breitbart News. Yeah, I say hometown hero. By the way, that the man that he met up with had multiple prior convictions of.
Listen, there's no curing these people.
Can't cure it, bro.
These people are mentally f***ed, okay? And we could say whatever reason. We could say their parents didn't hug them enough, or they were molested, or they got into porn and got into weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But these people are predators, and they're f***ed up, and there has to be accountability for them. And the government isn't really doing. They're trying.
Like it's an issue.
The media and social narrative is to normalize this shit.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time before people start taking this into their own hands because this is unacceptable in a civilized society.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised to hear it by any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, this guy is probably going to go to prison and probably, spend a large, significant part of his life in prison, which I don't believe is okay.
No. If I was president, bro, he's getting pardoned.
Yeah, no shit. Me too.
Immediately.
Yeah. I'm pardoning that dude out in California that keeps killing the sex offenders too.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn him loose. I'm going to make him the pedo czar.
Bro, he could be the host of the big
That's
show.
right. He could be the commentary guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, guys, you're doing it wrong. Feet first.
Yes. Listen, man. People are in denial about what's going on.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They're in denial. They're looking around. They're saying, dude, this can't be that. Like, I have people who are friends of mine who are Democrats who are like, dude, you're blowing this way out of proportion. Yeah, Biden's a criminal, yes, but so is Trump. You know, like, dude, let's stop this shit. Look at society, man. Look at what's happening. This isn't, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. This is the degradation and reduction of a civilized society into a literal Sodom and Gomorrah Weimar Republic from 1930s Germany. This is terrible, disgusting, non-civilized society shit that needs to somehow come to an end. And it's only getting worse. The internet's made it worse. We have people like, the Meta, like we talked about on the last CTI, which, by the way, all the CTIs are getting hammered on video, like, and censored and shit. So please share those out. But the point is, you got Zuckerberg, and the Meta guys not handling this. Like, every single person that clicks on one of these child porn images should automatically go on a list and automatically be dealt with. They should automatically get a visit from the FBI and tracked and looked into and their hard drive examined and put in jail if they are into this shit.
Yeah.
We have to remove this element from society that's preying on our children. We have to. And parents need to stand the fuck up and speak up on it. This is not just bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, tell us what you guys think. Jump down in the comments. Let us know on this topic.
Bro, we need to get a lot more vocal.
Yeah.
Like, you guys listening, you guys got to get a lot more vocal. And it's not just sharing the show out. It's being vocal. It's having conversations. It's getting involved. It's standing for things. It's going to your school board meetings or your executive meetings in your county and being vocal. It's being engaged and vocal. Right now, we are still at a point in time where we can solve this by using our voice. But that window is closing. And if people do not participate, that window will close. And it will be, if you speak out, you go to jail. And there will be nothing that you can do. And so the only thing that can be done past that point is violence, which nobody wants. Nobody wants to pick up a gun and have to go do this. I mean, some people do. But
even those people, they're not prepared.
Listen, man, nobody wants to do that. We live in a civilized America. This should be handled by our government with the tax dollars that we pay. Not sent to Ukraine or Israel or any other country. This is one of the things that should be handled here. Like, bro, if you go to Dubai and you go to the Middle East, they make the Middle East seem like to us like it's a bunch of, Neanderthals in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude, they don't put up with any of this shit. Oh, they're brutal. No shit to people who do shit like that.
Yeah.
I want that. Bring that here, please. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop this shit. No crime. Like, people should be afraid to commit crimes. Like, there should be legit fear. If you with a kid, you know you're going into wood chipper. It'll stop. And if it doesn't stop, we could start the big show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dude, the big show. We put them on the big show. It's a nationally televised show. You have to subscribe to it. It's public executions of pedophiles on TV, and it's pay-per-view. You subscribe to it for $20 every single time. We steal Dana White's model. We make it a little cheaper. Dana could be on the board, bro. He could help us organize it. We put these on TV. We throw them in the wood chipper. However much money that we get goes to the victims. Every single time. Here's John Doe. John Doe molested 17 kids. The thing makes $40 million. You take the $40 million, you divide it up by 17, you give it to him. Bro, it's justice. It helps the big show, baby.
It's a win-win-win.
2028. Vote for me. For real, bro. It'll be the greatest thing ever.
I'd watch.
No shit.
I'd watch.
Like, where's this kind of leadership, man?
Yeah, no shit.
This is what the people want.
Guys, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as f***. I think you really like this one, Andy. Write down your...
Who's this 7'7"
alley.
guy walking around with my dad?
I don't know.
Did anybody see that guy? He's taller than that door frame. He just stuck his head in the window and he had to bend down to look in here. Look like white Manute Bowl. You don't even know who Manute Bowl is. All right. Well, make another joke next time. Take notes.
Guys, this is where we bring a headline up. We talk about it, and I get one of these two options. So with that being said, our thumbs up or dumb as f*** headline reads, "Out of this world. Man plays guitar while undergoing brain surgery at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center." Now, he's not just playing guitar. It's what he's playing. Okay, let's dive into it. In Coral Gables, Florida, a professional guitar player is making news for undergoing brain surgery at a South Florida hospital while playing his guitar at the same time. Christian Nolan underwent an awake craniotomy at the University of Miami's Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, which is set to perform the most in the country with more than 200 cases a year. As the team of doctors, nurses, and techs were operating on his brain, Nolan was awake and attempting to play a number of songs by the Deftones on his guitar. Nolan spoke with 7 News about the surgery via Zoom on Thursday. Quote, "It was just like out of this world, like to just like wake up and like have people actively working inside of your head. It's kind of an insane feeling," he said. Nolan said the first time he noticed an issue after getting knocked during a show. Quote, "I had lost feeling in my whole left side from the waist up, like I wasn't able to move my arm. My face began to drag," he said. The performer ended up in the care of Dr. Ricardo Comodar, a neurosurgeon and the director of UM's brain tumor program. The doctor said Nolan had a tumor and needed to undergo the procedure. Quote, "These types of tumors, if you don't have the ability to remove the tumor with the patient awake, actually become much more dangerous," said Comodar. Nolan was asleep at the beginning and at the end of the 2-hour procedure, but he was awake and playing his guitar during some key moments of the surgery. Let's watch the clips. Yeah, so, and he made a full recovery.
Was he playing, is this just like a publicity thing, or were they trying to figure out like when he could like play again?
Because like there's vital nerves there, and like
that's what I'm saying. Were they having him do this so they could get shit right?
Make sure his motor skills are still intact. Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's a lot of good things about modern medicine.
Yeah.
There's also just a lot of bad things. Most of them don't come from the doctors; they come from pharmaceutical.
That's true.
This is pretty amazing to me. So I give this definitely a thumbs up.
Gives a thumbs up. You like Deftones?
Cool. Huh?
You like the Deftones?
I mean, I like some of their stuff, dude. I mean, I like a little of everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I really don't know any Taylor Swift. I know you do,
fucking
motherfucker.
bullshit, man.
Bro,
bullshit.
there's a 1,000% chance that you play the piano and sing Taylor Swift at some level.
Okay.
You could pretend.
You could check my song
I'll
list.
let you pretend on the internet, all right? But I know. I know where your sweet spot is.
Finish the lyrics. Hey, I just met you.
I don't know.
Are you no?
And this is crazy.
No, I don't know.
So here's my number.
So call
No.
me maybe.
Andy, you know this.
Motherfucker, you've been okay. Do you listen to my playlist? Do I listen to anything new?
That's not even Taylor Swift.
Oh, see, that's how you know I don't know. See, that's a reverse one for you.
Hey, Syed, these people are lying. Motherfucker, lying.
See, that was proof that I don't even know.
Yeah,
That's proof,
bro.
There's my proof. Where's your proof?
Okay. Bullshit, bro. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, thumbs up on that, man,
You're
guys.
a liar, man. Hey, let this motherfucker hear it in the comments. This, I'm telling you right now, bro. He serenades himself to Taylor Swift.
You think so?
I know so. You know, I know. I bet you know Fast Car.
Yeah, I know Fast Car.
That's a good song.
It's a great song. Now, if she that was her song, I wouldn't know it. It'd be a terrible song.
Karaoke kind of ruins Fast Car, man. Because
Really?
because everybody thinks they can sing it, and not many people can really sing it well. Like hearing Tracy Chapman
I
sing that,
enjoy some good karaoke, bro.
dude. I do too if it's good.
Yeah.
If it's good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The coolest part of the show was seeing Tracy Chapman sing that song.
Yeah, 100%.
That was cool. She
I like-
sounds the same
Well,
too.
do you know the story how she like her claim to fame, bro? It was she was at a concert and I think like Stevie Wonder was supposed to perform
And he
or
saw her?
something. No, he like
Saw her in the crowd?
No, he like stormed off and like there was something going on. He didn't want to perform, so she just comes out with this guitar, like 72,000 people, and
Starts
and
playing?
and she just starts playing it.
I didn't know that.
Awesome, dude, it's crazy. I
Shit.
love it, man. Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.